Welcome to the show today. I'm really glad everybody could join us. So today, I'm going to show you guys something really cool that's really made a big impact in our business. And I'll kind of give you a story leading up to this. So about a week or so ago, I got an email, which is a dreaded email for all of us that own businesses, stating that we were left a negative review on Google. It was a 1-star review, and we did research, and it wasn't really a legitimate review. We serviced a guy, we talked to him a bunch of time and delivered upon our promises, but over a year later, his business failed, and he kind of went looking for money wherever he could get it, right? So it was one of those unfortunate situations that I think a lot of entrepreneurs, we all find ourselves in, where we're being unfairly treated in a situation where we're left a negative review and it really wasn't warranted. And I immediately had that same panic that I think any of us have when this happens, because what I realized is I'm like, oh no, we don't have a lot of Google reviews. We have reviews with Trustpilot. We're pushing everybody to Trustpilot for reviews. Well, luckily, a couple months before, I had got started with this company, SoTellUs, and they have an amazing platform that I'd never seen before, and I thought I would test out. And what had happened was that when we were getting 4- and 5-star reviews with SoTellUs, they were recommending to our reviewers that they then push a button and forward the review over to Google. I might not be the technical term. We're about to learn that in a second. So for me, it saved us completely. I went to Google. I'm like, oh no, let me look at the damage, thinking maybe we had 3-4 reviews. This would bring us down to a 1-2-star rating. And what I realized was that we had over 60 reviews, nearly 70 reviews at that point on Google, without ever doing anything to prompt people to leave reviews on Google. So TellUs had basically done it for us. And the result was that 1-star review didn't even impact our rating. We were still at like a 4.7 or a 4.8 out of 5 stars. And, later that night, the kind of guy probably thought through things. We never contacted him or anything, but he voluntarily left the review, so all was well. But again, it really showed the power of what reviews can do. The more reviews you have, the better you're protected against people that are leaving negative reviews, which in a lot of cases are just unjustified, are not warranted. So in our situation, that's just one example of how this has really helped us. And in talking to Ron that runs SoTellUs, I said, look, I got to get you guys on. I got to teach our audience, our tribe, about how this works, because I've seen the impact it's done for our business, and I'd like to get this word out and get exposure and make sure everybody else knows how this works and what it is. So I'm going to have them introduce you guys to it, and then we're going to talk about some specials a little bit later where we're going to be able to waive setup fees and save you a ton of money with this. You're really going to love it. So with us today, I have invited a very special guest. His name is Troy Howard, really cool guy. Spent a lot of time talking here before we got started today. He's going to jump in and talk to you about 7 easy ways to attract new clients with reviews and referrals, talk to you about the easiest and the simplest and fastest way I've ever seen to be able to get reviews, and some technology that makes getting reviews so simple, so easy, and helps give you that layer of protection that we just needed against those unscrupulous people that leave these crazy reviews. So without further ado, Troy, thanks for joining us today.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here with you.
I'm really excited that you're here. That's one example, and I can go on, but man, you guys have had a real big impact in our business, and I thank you for that, and I thank you for taking the time to come on and teach others about what you guys are doing.
Hey, you're very welcome. That's what we love to hear. We love to hear these great stories from our clients talking about how, these reviews have helped change their business. So I am more than happy to be here.
Awesome.
All right. Do you want me to go ahead and get started?
Let's do it.
Okay, here we go. So we'll just move along here real quick. And a little bit about myself. I won't spend too much time here, but Ty talked about a little bit, but I've built several successful companies over the last 20 years. I've literally generated hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue in my own companies and with my clients' companies. So I've been working with businesses for a very long time, and I'm really tuned into the issues that businesses face on a daily basis. And I've literally helped thousands of clients all over the world. We've worked with clients all over the world, and we love doing that. And I wrote the book on how to turn turn reviews into sales. So, Ty talked about those reviews as being as a way to protect his reputation online, and we're going to talk about that today. But we're also going to talk about, man, how can you use reviews to get more sales, to close more business? And I think that's what we all want, is more business. So I'm going to share that with you guys today as well. That's me from a business perspective. Who am I personally? This is me right here. So this is my family. Now, everyone always asks, where's your wife in this picture? She's the really short one over on the left side of the screen. I know it looks like I robbed the cradle, but she's only a couple of years younger than me. But that's my beautiful wife, and these are my 3 children. Michaela's my oldest daughter. She just turned 16, so I'm dealing with that teenage thing. Parker is my son there, and he's turning 13 next month. And then Brinley's my baby there, and she's 9 years old. So I want to just kind of give you an idea of who I am on a personal level. And I also wanted to use this to introduce you to the next part of this story. So my son there, Parker, he is like a serial entrepreneur. He's already like running at 13 years old. He's running like 2 businesses. He does lawn care, he does pool care, and I mean, he just wants to be an entrepreneur. And one of his favorite shows is a show called Shark Tank. Now, if you guys haven't seen Shark Tank, you basically have like these millionaires and then a billionaire or 2 on there, and they sit there and they listen to people pitch their business idea, and then they choose whether to invest their own money into those businesses. And my son loves this show because he loves the entrepreneurial spirit of it. And one of his favorite sharks on that show was a guy named Kevin Harrington. And Kevin was on the show for like the first 2 seasons. He's not on the show right now, but he was in the beginning of the, when they started doing Shark Tank. And if you don't know anything about Kevin Harrington, he's got a really interesting background. Basically, he is the guy who invented the infomercial that we see late at night. He's the guy who actually came up with that entire idea of, doing infomercials at night to sell products. And if you look at this, and actually he's with over 500 product launches, he's resulted in over 4 billion in worldwide sales, and 20 of his products have actually reached individual sales of over $100 million. So this is a guy that knows how to sell. He has mastered the art of selling. So my son just loves his stuff and what he's done. Now, I was lucky enough to have met Kevin. In fact, he and I have spoken on the same stage multiple times at different events, and he's a great guy, really, really nice guy. In fact, the first time I met him, I told him, I said, oh my gosh, my son is a huge fan of the show Shark Tank. And I'm like, he's gonna be so excited that I met you. And he's like, well, here, he goes, here, grab your phone, pull it out. And he's like, let's do a quick video and we'll make a video for your son. So right there, he made this real quick video, and directly to my son, just saying, hey, really funny video, talking to my son Parker and telling him, to basically keep following his entrepreneurial dreams to be a business owner. And I mean, so awesome that he would just take that time to do that. Well, anyways, he and I went on a cruise together and got to know each other really, really well. And so I said, listen, Kevin, you know how to sell. I mean, you've sold billions of dollars in product. So tell me some of your secrets. How do you sell so well? And here's what Kevin taught me. He told me, he says, look, when I go to shoot an infomercial, and this applies to every business, it's not just people who are like marketing online or anything like that, because, this will work for everybody. He says, when I go to shoot an infomercial, the first thing I do is I go out and I get 100 video testimonials. So I pay my team to go out and get 100 video testimonials of that product, of people talking about how awesome that product or that service is. He goes, because I need that proof that I can use in all of my marketing. And he says, now, I'll use about 65 of those video testimonials in a 30-minute infomercial. He goes, and it cost me about $250,000 to do all this, to put it all together. He goes, but I've generated up to $500 million in sales using this technique. So I want you to think about that for a second. He goes and he gets 100 video testimonials. He uses about 65 of those in a 30-minute infomercial. So how often are you seeing someone talking about that product or service? Like all the time, to fit 65 of those in a 30-minute infomercial. And he said, that's how I sell. He goes, because people don't care what the person on, in the infomercial is saying or doing to sell it. What they want to know is what's everyone else's experience with it. And that proof is what closes all the sales. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's absolutely genius, right? I mean, think about it. When, would they rather hear from you about your product or service, or would they rather hear one of your customers talking about your product or service? So that's what he bases it on. And this is what this whole thing is it's called social proof. And there's different forms of social proof. There's celebrity endorsement. There are, testimonials. There are customer reviews. That's another form of social proof. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about those customer reviews because it's one of the strongest forms of social proof. Now, why are reviews so important for your business? 88% of people consider a review as good as getting a personal recommendation from a friend. So I want you to think about that. When you have somebody refer business to you, how often do you close that sale? 10 out of 10 times? 9 out of 10 times? I would say at least 9 out of 10 times you're closing a referral sale. Why does it work so well? Because the person is transferring the trust they have in that relationship over to you as the business owner. So the person trusts you and will buy from you. And it works really, really well. Well, from a conversion perspective, if 88% of people will consider a review online as good as a personal recommendation, that means that reviews close almost as good as a referral. And that's why you need to be using reviews in all of your marketing. Now, here's another important fact. 9 out of 10 people will spend more money to ensure a superior experience. Now, what does that mean? That means that if before the person purchases from you, if you can make them feel like they are going to have a superior experience, then they will actually spend more money with you. You can charge more money for your services because you pre-framed their experience in their mind, and they're going to be willing to pay for that experience. So if you can do that by using customer reviews and they know they're going to have a great experience, they're going to spend more money with you, which means your bottom line is going to grow, which is really important. Now, the next thing, so what are the challenges? If reviews are such a great way to market and bring customers in, why isn't everybody doing it? And the answer is this: getting clients to do a review is way too hard. How many times have you asked somebody, or one of your clients says, oh yeah, I'm going to give you a review. And then you're like sitting there and it's like crickets chirping, right? You're like, where's that review? I haven't seen that review come in on Google yet. What happened? Then you're calling your client up, just I just want to make sure you're still alive, right? Because you were going to leave this review and you didn't. So I thought maybe you got in a car accident on your way home, and it's like they don't leave the reviews. Next thing is, if you actually get a review, how do you make sure people see it? Because you could have the best review in the world, but if nobody actually sees it, then what does it matter, right? It's not going to do you any good. So you need to make sure that actually people see it. I'll tell you a story. I was talking with this guy one day and we were talking about reviews and marketing reviews. And he goes, oh yeah, I market my reviews. And I said, well, how do you do it? He says, well, I have them on Yelp. And I said, wait a minute, that's your marketing strategy? Is that your reviews are on Yelp? And he goes, yeah. And I said, okay, so let's just run through this real quick. So I'm a customer. I'm looking for your services. I'm going to go to Google. I'm going to do a search for your service, right? Now, out of those top 10 results, Yelp might be one of those top 10. So you're betting on that I'm going to click on Yelp out of those top 10. Then Yelp's going to take me to a page with all of your competitors on there. And I'm going to click on you out of the 20 or 30 competitors that are showing up on there. And then when I land on that page, I'm going to click on your very best review and see it and then make my purchase decision there. I'm like, dude, that's like Vegas odds of that actually happening, I'm like, that's not how you do business. You don't want to rely on that kind of odds that someone's going to see your reviews. You want to market your reviews and make sure they see them. And the next challenge is, how do you prevent or combat negative reviews, which is what Ty was talking about. How can you prevent those negative reviews or combat them online? Because they really can hurt your business. In fact, a recent study showed that one negative review online can decrease the number of people that will choose your service by up to 22%. So 22% of the people that see that negative review are going to choose not to do business with you because of that negative review. So you've got to prevent them and combat them. And we're going to talk about that today. So I'm going to share with you how to get more reviews, how to market your reviews, how to protect your reputation online, and then how to instantly get referrals, which is something that we all want, is more referrals. So buckle up. Get your pen out and start taking some notes, because I'm going to give you guys a lot of tips right now on how to do this. So step number one when it comes to reviews and referrals is you got to start gathering those, and you want to set the expectation with the customer. What does that mean? What does setting the expectation mean? If you want your customers to give you a review, then you want to, from the get-go, set the expectation that you're expecting them to give you a review. And I'll give you a perfect example. One of our clients, what he does is when he sits down with a client, he says, look, he goes, what do you, I want to make sure that you get a 5-star experience with my company. What do I need to do to make sure that you get that experience? And he lets them share kind of what they're expecting from him. And he says, okay, excellent. I wrote that down. I'm going to focus on that for you. Now, once I give you that 5-star experience, what I expect from you in return is for you to give me a 5-star review, because I fulfilled on what you wanted me to do. So he sets that expectation. So in the end, they already know that they're going to give that review if he does what he says he's going to do. And by doing that, you can increase the number of reviews you get by setting the expectation. The next thing is you have to be contacting your customers to get those reviews. So you can email or text your clients to ask for a review. Now, I always suggest sending a text message to your client because 99% of text messages are opened within just a few minutes, whereas email, they can get ignored, they can go into the spam folder. So if you've got a texting system, text your clients and ask them for a review because they're going to see it instantly and be able to respond right then. The next thing you want to do is you want to set up a page on your website to make it easy for clients to review you. Because the last thing you want to do is say, hey, to your client, I would love for you to give me a review. And they go, okay, great. How do I do it? Okay, well, you got to go to Google and then do a search for my name and then go over on the right side and look for the review button and click that button. And then, you got to sign into your Google account and then leave me that review. Oh my gosh, no way. You lost them at like step 2. So what you want to do is you want to say, hey, just go to my website and click on the Review Us tab. And you can choose what type of review you want to leave. Yelp, Facebook, Google, Better Business Bureau, whatever works for you. Just click the button. It'll take you right there to leave me a review. So you make it really, really easy for them. One step, right? And you can do that by just adding a Review Us page on your website. And the other thing you can do is you can hand out cards to the client with that domain name right on there. So, review us at your domain name /reviews, and you give that to them and say, hey, all you got to do is go right here and you can leave me a review. So again, making it easy for them so that they'll actually take the time to do it. Okay, step 2, integrate it into your website. You need to put your reviews on your homepage in a highly visible spot. This is really, really important. Why? Because if you have 20+ reviews on your website, it will increase your conversion rate by up to 84%. It'll almost double the number of people that are willing to buy from you because you have reviews right on your website. Now, why is that? Because 70% of consumers will actually research a business online before they'll even pick up the phone to call you. So let's just walk through the steps. A potential customer lands on your website. They're going, okay, this looks pretty good, but I wonder what other people are saying about them. I wonder what their reviews are. So they leave your website, they go to Google or they go to Yelp or one of these other sites, they do a search for your business and they check out your reviews. Well, what can happen? If they go to Yelp, for example, to check out your reviews on Yelp, guess what? Yelp is advertising your competitors right on your page. So now they can go, oh, well, this competitor has a better star rating. I'm going to go choose them. So you're losing control of them. By putting those reviews on your website, now they don't have to go anywhere to see what people are saying about you. They're all right there. So they can just look through it and make the buying decision right then. You're not going to lose them because they're never leaving your website. That's why having the reviews on your website is so important. And you got to have it in a highly visible spot where they're going to see it right away. The other thing you can do is create a reviews page on your website and display your client reviews there. Now, most businesses and most websites have a testimonial page. And you know what? That's actually one of the least visited pages on a website. Why? Because it's a testimonial. People know that you're only going to put the very best things on there, right? It's not a review, it's a testimonial. And they don't even know if those testimonials are real or not. So it's a page that does not get a lot of traffic. If you change that from testimonials to the word reviews, now people are going to go there because they're going to go, oh, let me see what reviews they have. And they're going to see a third party. So you're going to put your reviews on there so that they can actually see your reviews and make that buying decision right there from the website. Really important. Okay, the next thing is step number 3, share on social media sites. Now, why do we want to do this? If you don't have your social media account set up for your business, you need to set them up. Why is that so important? Because nowadays, more people spend more time on social media sites than they do watching TV. So if that's where all your potential customers are spending their free time, you need to make sure that your business is there, present and visible. So you need to set up your social media sites. You need to share your reviews on Facebook, your Google Plus page, etc. Now, why do you want to have your reviews on there? Because people are starting to use the social media sites like they do Google. They'll actually go to Facebook, they'll search a business on Facebook, and they'll look to see what Facebook reviews you have. They'll look to see what you have in your newsfeed. Are you actively there? Are you not actively doing things there, right? So they're going to research your business, and they're going to see what people are saying about your business on Facebook and Google+. So you need to make sure that you are sharing your reviews on there so that they're seeing positive 5-star reviews when they go through that news feed on your Facebook business page. And then you've got your Facebook reviews as well. So share your reviews on there. So 1, it's for potential customers to see them. 2, it's also for Google to see them, the search engines to see them, because Google indexes Facebook. And when it sees those positive reviews, it can actually grab those and it can pull them onto Google so that they show up as a link to Facebook to your reviews. So the more reviews you have, the more you're sharing them, the better chance that they're going to show up on the first page of Google, which is going to help your reputation online. The next thing is tag your client in the post so they can share it with their friends. This is actually really cool. How many times have you been on Facebook and you see in your Facebook news feed, right? It pops up and you see one of your friends, like a picture of maybe one of your friends. It's something that your friend was tagged in, but it was actually posted by someone you don't even know, right? But you're seeing it because your friend was tagged in that picture. And that's one of the things that Facebook does. So now think about that for a second. If you got a review from one of your clients, you posted it on your Facebook page and you tagged them in it, then there's a very good chance that people they know are going to see that review that they gave you on their news feeds. Even though they're not connected to your business on Facebook, they can still see it. So that gets you out in front of a wider circle of people, of potential customers, because you're tagging your customers in it. So just a little trick there that works really, really well. Okay, the next thing. Now, because we're doing a webinar, you guys can't actually hear the audio, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about what this is. This is a business owner named Dave Sherwood. He owns a home inspection company back east, and he used SoTellUs to get reviews and to push him out to all of his social media sites and take care of the marketing for him. So he actually got one of his inspectors did an inspection for a lady. They asked her to do a review. She did that review, and they shared that review on their Facebook, the business Facebook page, and they tagged her in it. Well, she then shared it with all of her friends because she was tagged in it. Little did they know she was actually an investigative reporter for the local news station. And she had a huge reach on social media. So it went out to tons of people, and they actually started booking a ton of inspections just off of her. So we talk about things going viral, right, on social media, but as a business owner, you don't need someone to see, you need to get 5 million views of a review to get new business. You could get 50 views of your reviews and get new business off of that. So by pushing it out through the social media sites, you're increasing your exposure and you're going to bring in more jobs that way. So next one, again, with the share on social media, the other thing you can do, this is a cool little trick, is boost your reviews on Facebook. And I'm going to show you how to do this real quick. This is really cool. So here is a review that a gentleman gave SoTellUs. And it was a great 5-star review, and he was talking about using the SoTellUs system as a realtor. So what did I do? That was automatically posted on our Facebook page, and then I clicked on that boost post button, right? So at that point, 47 people had seen that post. I boosted it. Here's what I did. When you boost a post, it lets you choose like a group that you want to go after. So in this case, I said, look, I want people that are interested in the Arizona Association of Realtors. Because if they're not a realtor, they are not following the Arizona Association of Realtors. So everybody who's interested in that group is going to be a realtor, right? Or related to the realty industry. So then I said, okay, I want to spend $20 total. And Facebook said, okay, great. For $20 total, I can get you in front of between 490 and 1,300 people that are interested in the Arizona Association of Realtors. Think about that for a second. $20 got me in front of all those people. And what did they see? They saw a video of a realtor talking about how much he loved using SoTellUs and how it helped him grow his business. That's amazing marketing for $20. And you can do that. So you can just think about, like, where are my potential customers? It could be a geographic area. You may service a geographical area and you say, look, I want to get this in front of everybody that lives in this area. and do it that way. Or it may be a group like this, realtors, that you want to get it in front of, but you can do it for really, really cheap, and you can get these powerful reviews in front of them. So that's a tip that you want to definitely use. In fact, we were using it with one of our clients who is a gym, a CrossFit gym, and we started doing that with him, and he started booking 20 new customers every single month. People calling in, seeing the reviews and saying, oh man, I want to come to the gym. And we even put a little offer in there with the boost of, get a 1 week free trial. And he got 20 of them in the first 30 days just by boosting it. So it's an amazing way to get in front of a big audience for very little on Facebook. All right, step 4, we're gonna go on to search engines. So on the search engines, you want to get your reviews ranked on the search engines. We talked about how 70% of consumers are going to research your business online before contacting you. That means you need to control what is on the first page of Google when they research or look up your business name. That's really important, because if they see that negative review on there, if they see a bunch of negative reviews or they see no reviews, that's going to kill your business. They're not going to want to do business with you. All right, so you also want to integrate your reviews in all of your marketing, email, online flyers, door hangers. If you do any of those things, you want to make sure that your reviews are a part of every single marketing piece that you are sending out, whether it's digital or whether it's offline print. So another easy way to do that, step 5, is email marketing. So how many emails does your company send out on a daily basis to clients and potential clients, right? Every single email that goes out should have social proof in it. So how do you do that? In your signature of your email, you can just create a link just like this. It says, click here to check out our reviews. And then you drive them to see your 5-star reviews. So now you're providing social proof in every single email. It's going to go out every single time, and people are going to be able to check those out. Now, here's a little trick, ninja trick that I like to do. I like to use an image like this that says, check out our customer reviews, and it has 5 stars. Now, why am I doing that? Why do I like the image? 1, it's going to draw people's attention to look at it. 2, subconsciously, I am planting in their mind that we are a 5-star business by using that image. So it doesn't matter whether they click on that link and go check out my reviews or not. In their mind, I'm telling them a 5-star business, because their mind's going to rationalize, why in the world would he give me a link to go check out his reviews if they aren't good, if they aren't 5 stars? So it's a little psychological trick there, but it works really, really well to plant that in their mind, even if they never go and check out the reviews. So definitely do that in your email marketing. Next thing, print marketing. For those of you who do print marketing, no coupon flyer or door hanger should go out without social proof included on it. And the reason why is because when you're doing print marketing, every square inch of that print marketing is valuable, right? It's not like a website where you can have 1 million pages and keep adding to it. You only have so much space, and you have to use it effectively. So why wouldn't you put one of your best reviews on every single marketing piece? Or at a minimum, why wouldn't you say, instead of just putting your website address on the marketing piece, why wouldn't you say, check out our 5-star reviews at, and then put your web address, right? To drive them to the website to check out your 5-star reviews. Again, subconsciously, you're telling them that you are a 5-star business. Whether they go to the website or not, you've shown that to them, right? So again, just a little trick for your print marketing, but it works really, really well. And again, direct them to your website to see those reviews so that they'll make that buying decision with you. Okay, step 7, presentations. How many of you out there are giving a presentation to potential clients? Whether it's speaking at an event, or you're actually going into someone's office and doing a presentation, or their home and doing a presentation and selling them. If you are doing presentations, you need to include your reviews in any presentations that you send out or do in person. You need to show your best reviews in person to potential clients, because again, we've already talked about this. Do they believe you? Or will they believe one of your customers talking about you over believing you, right? They're going to believe your customers. So it's a great idea, actually. I was going to say it's not a bad idea, but it's actually a great idea to, in your presentation, have those reviews, video reviews or whatever it might be, available so that they can see them. And then you can also leave them with a link to your reviews so they can go back and check them out at your leisure. So here's another video real quick. This is Dawn from ECS Dogs. She started using the SoTellUs system and she started getting video reviews and she started using those in her actual presentation. So when she was giving a presentation to a new client or a potential client, she would actually say, let me just show you what one of our clients said about our service. And then she'll click play on her tablet and let them watch the video right there. She actually had multiple videos that she would use throughout the presentation to show that they did an amazing job. And she noticed right from the get-go that showing those reviews helped her close more sales every single time, because people would trust it. They would see the review and they would trust the other person through the video. So you want to make sure you're including your reviews in every single presentation that you're doing, because it's going to add so much credibility and trust for you. Now, so let's recap real quick. We've given you 7 different things to do here. Step 1, you want to get reviews, ask for reviews. Step 2, you're going to get them on your website. You're going to get them at step 3 in your social media, in the search engines, in your email marketing. You're going to put them in any print marketing you're doing, and you're going to use them in your presentations. So those are the 7 things that we've talked about of where you want to, how you want to get more reviews and where to use those reviews to use them as part of your marketing. Now, I'm going to talk real quick about what I call the success formula. And having worked with businesses over the last 20 years, helping them grow and market their businesses, we've come up with what we call the success formula. And basically, this is the formula that we use anytime we start a new marketing campaign with a client. And the first thing we do is we're looking for social proof. We're looking for reviews. We want to know what their customers are saying about them. Why is that so important? Because we're going to base all of our marketing on that. So if they don't have any reviews or any social proof, then we've got to go out and we've got to help them get it first. Because again, if we go back to the beginning of this webinar that we were talking about, you know, reviews have one of the highest conversion rates right there under referrals. So we're going to base the marketing off of that. So we help them get reviews. The next thing we do is social media marketing. We know we're going to look and see, are their customers on social media, and then how do we market to them so that we can get in front of their customers and potential customers through social media marketing. The next thing we do is we're going to manage their reputation online. What is their reputation? Because let me tell you what, I could go out and I could spend $100,000 on marketing. I could build the best marketing campaign in the world. I could spend $100,000 driving traffic to it. But if the potential customer goes to Google, does a search for the business, and finds a ton of negative reviews on that first page of Google, I've wasted all of that time, energy, effort, and money, because they're not going to buy. If you have a bad reputation online, people aren't going to buy from you. So you need to make sure that you're managing your reputation online so that you're not wasting marketing dollars, because again, 70% of those people are going to go check it out online. So you got to manage that reputation. The next thing is search engine optimization, or SEO. Now, when I talk about search engine optimization, I'm not talking about like, I want to be on the first page of Google for carpet cleaning, Mesa, Arizona. What I'm talking about is when someone searches for Troy's carpet cleaning, you know, whatever your business is, what are they finding on that first page of Google? Are you controlling what's there so that they're only seeing 5-star positive reviews on that first page of Google? That's the SEO that we're talking about. And then the final piece of the puzzle is, once we've brought in new customers, how do we get them to refer more business to us? So we call that referral marketing. How are we going to take one customer and turn that into 10 new customers by using referral marketing with our existing customer base? And if we can do that, we know we have a successful marketing campaign, a successful marketing program for that business. Now, so this actually, you know, I mean, if you look at this, this is a lot of work, right? It's a lot of work that needs to be done. And we knew that most businesses can't afford this type of work. You know, they can't afford to have people that are getting out, getting reviews, doing their social media marketing. You know, they're concerned with SEO because most companies are charging $1,000 to $5,000 a month to do SEO, you know, and it seems like a lot. Reputation management, that can get really expensive too. So what we decided to do is we decided to create an automated system that would do this for our customers, so they wouldn't have to pay people to do all the work, you know, and drastically reduce their cost. And what we did is we created a system called SoTellUs that Ty talked about. I'm going to show you guys real quick how SoTellUs works. So basically, think about everything I just taught you right? All the great things that you can do, but now this is just an automated way to do it all with the click of a button. So what SoTellUs does is it starts with an app that you can put on your phone or tablet, and it lets you capture video, audio, and written reviews from your customers in less than 30 seconds. They literally put in their name, their phone number, they give you a star rating, and then you, if you're right there with your customer face to face, can record them on video, giving you a great customer review, talking about how awesome you are. Or they can do an audio review, or they can do a written review, but it's captured instantly right there when the customer is the happiest with your services. So I want you to think about that for a second. So let's say I'm a carpet cleaner. I just cleaned somebody's carpet. I got red wine out of the carpet. They're super excited that I did that, and they can't believe I did it. Right then, I say, hey, would you mind just taking 30 seconds and giving me a review? And I capture a review from them right then when they're so excited. Now, if I were to say, hey, would you give me a review on Google? And I walk out the door and I follow up in 5 days asking for that review, are they going to be as excited about their carpet as they were 5 days ago? Absolutely not. So the app is there to help you capture those reviews instantly when they're the most excited, and do it in less than 30 seconds. Now, you may say, well, I'm not in front of my customers. So what can I do? Well, you can send an invite to your customers through the app, and they receive a text message just a few seconds later where they can click a link and leave a review for you. They don't have to download the app. They don't have to create a profile. They literally just click the link. It opens in their browser. They choose what type of review they'd like to leave you, and they instantly leave a review right off their own phone that instantly uploads into our system for you. So you can actually get reviews from anyone, anywhere in the world by just sending them a text message invite through our system to leave that review. Now, what happens when you get those those great 5-star reviews? Well, our system is going to take your 4 and 5-star reviews, and it's going to instantly post them on a widget on your website. So all of your 4 and 5-star reviews will instantly show up on your website as part of your social proof to help increase your conversion rate. So people aren't going to leave your website anymore to go check out your reviews. They're going to see the reviews, and they're going to make the buying decision right then. So the next thing our system does is it will actually push those 4 and 5-star reviews out to your social media sites for you as well, so that they'll become a part of your social media marketing, which is great. Now, you don't have to pay somebody to do that. It's automated for you, and it becomes a part of that social media marketing, and then you can actually just go click and boost them and get in front of even more potential customers. And again, the system just automates that process for you. The next thing we do is we take every one of those reviews, we actually optimize them, and we submit them to the search engines for ranking. So here's one of our customers as Mario's Carpet Care, and you can see I just did a search for his company like any potential customer would do, and you can see that he has 3 SoTellUs reviews showing up on the first page of Google. Now, why does he have 3? Because we take each one of those reviews, we optimize them individually and submit them to the search engines so that we can help you get more spots or control more spots on the first page of Google. Now, we'll take a closer look at that. You'll notice that his SoTellUs reviews have the 5-star image right there, just like Google or Yelp would have, and he has the rating. And when the difference though is when they click on this, there's a good chance they're going to see a video of a customer talking about how awesome as Mario is versus just reading a written review. And that's the power there. The next thing you'll notice is here's another client who's a chiropractor. If you look over on the right side of the screen, you'll see there's a section called Reviews from the Web. So this is that client's Google My Business section, right? Or Google Places, if you will. Now they've got their Google reviews, they got 30 Google reviews, but there's also this reviews from the web, and you can see that Google actually pulled in their SoTellUs reviews, and they got a 5 out of 5 star rating on SoTellUs. Now when someone clicks on that, again, it's going to show them all of their SoTellUs reviews. So not only are their reviews showing up in the left-hand side, which is like the organic results, but we're actually getting the SoTellUs reviews to show up in the Google My Business section as well, as additional proof that you're the best in your business. So now what about getting Google reviews? You might be asking, well, I want to get Google reviews or Facebook reviews. In our system, you can send an invite out to a customer so that they get that link to leave a review just like this. So again, you're just sending them, putting their first name, last name, mobile phone number, hitting send invite. Within a few seconds, they're going to receive that text message, asking them to review your company, and it's going to give them the option of what type to review to do. When they click on written review and they give you a 4 or 5 star rating, it's actually going to ask them, do you have a Google account? Would you like to leave a Google review? And if they click yes, we're actually going to take them right to the Google review where they just put the star rating, type in what they want to say about your business, hit post, and boom, you have captured a Google review. So now I want you to think about that for a second. So we're gonna pre-qualify them. Can they leave a Google review? Because if you send them there and they don't have a Google account, they can't leave a Google review, right? So we pre-qualify them and they say, yes, I can leave a Google review, and we drop them right into the Google review. If they say, no, I don't have a Google account, then we drop them into a page like this where they can still give you a review. And that's really, really important, because there's other systems out there that will just send them to Google or Facebook to leave a review without checking to see if they actually have an account there. And if they don't have an account there, you lose the review. With our system, you still have the chance to capture the review, even if they don't have it. And I'll give you an example of one of our customers. So she sent out 108 invitations, review invites to her customers. 8 of them said, yes, I have a Google account, and left her a Google review. The other 100 said, no, I don't have a Google account, and they left her a SoTellUs written review. So if she had just been directing them to Google herself, or been using a system that just directed them to Google, she would have lost 100 reviews. But because she was using SoTellUs, and because we are a review system as well, they were able to actually capture 100 reviews that showed up on her website, that went to her social media sites, and that we got ranked in the search engines for her. So that's the power of using SoTellUs, is it can get you those reviews on Google and Facebook and those other review sites, but it can also capture reviews if the person doesn't have an account and can't leave a review there for you. So really cool. So this is one of our clients, Dr. Funk. He's a chiropractor over in California. And basically what he's sharing here is that in the first week using SoTellUs, he got 40 SoTellUs reviews, he got 30 Google reviews, and he got 17 Facebook reviews. Now, prior to using SoTellUs, he'd been in business for 7 years, and he had 2 Google reviews. 2 Google reviews in 7 years. Using our system for 1 week, he got 30 Google reviews. He got 87 total reviews, because it was so easy and so automated, right? And it just changed his business. So let me show you what it did for him. Here you can see right here, I did a search for his business. He has 2 SoTellUs reviews showing up on the first page of Google. He now has 101 Google reviews. He went from 2 to 101 Google reviews, and you'll see his SoTellUs reviews are showing up in the reviews from the web as well. So you can see all that powerful social proof. People are definitely going to choose him, and in fact, his practice has grown substantially since he started using SoTellUs, because of all the social proof he's generated and the marketing that's going out to the public to show that he's the best chiropractor in that area. Now, let's talk about those other review sites here for a second. So because we connect into Google, Facebook, and Yelp, we will actually go and we will grab your top Google, Facebook, and Yelp reviews, and we will pull them into the widget, the SoTellUs widget on your website. So now when a customer or potential customer visits your website, they're not just going to see SoTellUs 5-star reviews, they're going to see 5-star reviews from Google, Facebook, Yelp, and SoTellUs. So you're going to have 4 review sites all saying you're the very best on your website. So now again, they don't have to go anywhere else to check you out, because it's all there on your website. Now again, because we're connected into these systems for you, we can also monitor them for you. We're going to monitor your reputation, and we're going to notify you anytime you get a new review. So you get a new Google review, Facebook review, Yelp review, we are going to notify you, hey, you just got a new review, go check it out. So now you don't have to worry about like, oh, did I get any new reviews? Did I miss any reviews that I need to respond to? We're notifying you immediately to let you know you've got new reviews on those other sites as well, so that you can go and thank customers, or if it's a negative review, you can go and try to deal with the issue and correct the issue with the customer. So our system will actually monitor your reputation online for you. Now, let's talk about referrals, because we all want more referrals, right? So here we go. The importance of referrals. 92% of consumers trust referrals from people they know. Makes sense, right? Obviously, if a friend refers me to somebody, I'm going to trust that. Most likely, I'm going to use that business. So that's where you get that close rate of 9 out of 10 people you can close on a referral, right? Okay, the next thing here that's important, the lifetime value of a new referral customer is 16% higher. That means you're going to make more money if you get referrals from your customers than if you're just doing other marketing strategies to drive in business, because referrals are going to give you, their value of that referral is about 16% higher, and that's more money in your pocket. Now, this is the one I really want you to pay attention to. 83% of consumers are willing to refer after a positive experience, yet only 29% actually do it. Why do you think that is? Think about that for a second. If 83% of the people are willing to do it, why are only 29 actually doing it? And the answer to that question is either A, you're not asking them for referrals, so they're not giving them to you, or B, it's too hard to give a referral. Either the process is too hard or they're not sure who to refer to you. So I'm going to show you how we have solved that problem using SoTellUs. Okay. So when a customer does a review for you in SoTellUs, they're going to get a text message just asking them to confirm that they did that review. And they can do that by just clicking a link. When they click that link, they're going to land on a thank you page. So in this case, this thank you page, it thanks them for giving the review, and then it shares an offer. It says, hey, there's a special offer you can share with your friends and family on Facebook, or you can just refer somebody to us. But check this out. You create an offer, like in this case, a carpet cleaner, it's 10% off, and all the customer has to do is click on that button, and it will actually take their review they just gave for the carpet cleaner, combine it with that offer, and it will post it on their Facebook page, not the business's Facebook page, the customer's Facebook page in front of all of their friends and family. Now, the average person has about 500 friends or family. So this is what it looks like. Hey, get 10% off your carpet cleaning. And when they click on it, they're actually going to see their friend's review and the ability to claim that offer, just like that. And when they claim that offer, it's going to immediately email you, the business, and say, hey, John just claimed your offer. Here's his phone number. Here's his email address. Oh, and by the way, he was referred to you by Trevor. So you're going to get an email notifying you of that. And now you can pick up the phone and you can call him up and say, hey, John, I see that you were just on Trevor's Facebook page and you claimed our offer for 10% off a carpet cleaning. When can we schedule that cleaning? Do you see the power of that? You're not calling and you're not trying to sell them on your service. They already chose your service and they chose the discount on your service. So you're just calling to schedule them. And also now think about it for Trevor. So I'm that carpet cleaner, right? And I say, hey, Trevor, you know, I just cleaned your carpets. I did an amazing job. Is there anybody you know that needs your carpets cleaned or that needs their carpets cleaned? Any of your friends or family? Well, odds are Trevor's going to be like, well, no, not off the top of my head. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head that needs their carpets cleaned. But the truth of the matter is there's probably several of Trevor's friends on Facebook that need their carpet cleaned. But Trevor doesn't know that. So if you can say to Trevor, hey, just click that button and it's going to share out a 10% discount to all of your friends, and anybody who needs their carpets cleaned can just claim it. Why wouldn't he do that? You've made it super easy for him to refer his friends and family to you because all he does is click a button and then they can choose to claim that offer. Can you see the power of that? So check this out. I'm going to show you how this works. So another one of our clients who's a chiropractor, in the first 30 days, he did a test and he created an offer, which was receive a consultation and examination for $20 with a special offer. So in the first 30 days of using the system, he got 40 of his patients to give him a SoTellUs review or give him a review. 5 of those patients clicked on the button to share it out to their friends and family on Facebook. And of those 5, on this screen, you can see 9 actually claimed it. Well, actually, after I took this screenshot, 3 more people claimed that offer. So a total of 12 people claimed the offer that was shared out on his patients' Facebook pages. And he told us, I talked to him and he said, of those 12 people that claimed the offer, it was about $20,000 worth of business for him. And it was because he made it super easy for his patient to just click a button and share it. Now, one thing I want to show you over here is if you look right here, you'll see there's referred by Ella, right? So Ella referred 1, 2, 3, 4 people. 4 of Ella's friends claimed the special offer. Now, if he said to me, he goes, if I had asked Ella, are there 4 people you know that might need chiropractic services? He goes, she wouldn't have even probably referred 1 to me, to be honest. He goes, but I got 4 from her because all she had to do was click the button and 4 of her friends needed it. So can you see the power of that? How we've totally taken referrals and just flipped it on its head to where now people don't even have to think about who am I going to refer to you. They just click the button, share their experience, and anybody connected to them on Facebook can claim that. And now you don't have to sell that person. You're just calling up to schedule with them, right? Totally different way to do it. So quick review over SoTellUs, the SoTellUs review system. We're a patent pending software. We're the only verified video review system in the world. We help you collect reviews and referrals on site in 30 seconds or less. We give the ability to send invites to collect reviews and referrals from anyone, anywhere. And it's a done for you review and referral system. You literally just invite them to give the review, and our system does all the rest of the work for you. Now, if we go back to that success formula, can you see now how the SoTellUs system just fits right into that success formula and it just automates everything for you? That's the power of it. So you may be asking yourself, okay, well, sounds awesome, but what does it cost? So normally the SoTellUs system is only a $3.99 setup fee and just $199 a month. But here's what we're going to do for you. So let's think about that for a second. If the only thing SoTellUs did for you was get you 5-star video reviews on the first page of Google, would it be worth it? Absolutely, of course it would. If the only thing it did was automatically capture referrals from your best clients, would it be worth paying that monthly fee? Of course it would, right? Because what is a client worth to you? And then if the only thing it did was convince 10 new clients to use your service, would it be worth it? Absolutely it would, right? So let's go back to that. So now we've got that $3.99 setup fee, but we're not going to do that. As a part of this group, we're going to waive that setup fee. So there is no setup fee to join and become a part of SoTellUs. And it's not going to be $199 a month. It's just $99 a month. So you're saving there as well. So you've got no setup fee and just $99 a month. Now, here's my guarantee to you. This is no commitment. There's no strings attached. There's no obligation to continue. There are no contracts. I am not going to lock you into a 12-month contract because I know that the system works and I want it to work for you. So every single month, our system is going to report to you how many reviews did you get, how many people saw your reviews, how many referrals did you get. It's going to report everything to you so that you know it is working for you. So every single month, we're going to prove to you that you want to continue to use that service. So that's our commitment to you. That's why we don't do any contracts. Now, if you're interested to get started with the SoTellUs system, here's how you've got to do it. This is the only way you're going to get this deal. You need to go to www.creditsuite.com/STU, and the promo code is setup. So there's going to be a box in there that says promo code. You're going to type in the word setup. You're going to hit apply, and that is going to take away that $3.99 setup fee and make sure that you have that $99 a month price point. So that's how you can go and jump on this and get started right away. So again, I want to thank you guys for letting me be here. I hope this was educational. You know, whether you use the SoTellUs system or not, hopefully you got a bunch of great tips on how you can get more reviews and start marketing them for your business. But again, we invite you to use the SoTellUs system and just do it with the click of a button. You know, automate that business, automate that marketing for you.
Troy, that was awesome, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming on and sharing. So guys, everybody, in full disclosure, we have an affiliate relationship with SoTellUs. So I don't know, I think we earn a little bit when you guys actually pay a monthly fee to them. But that being said, you know me. I don't bring many people in and expose them to you guys. The reason I'm doing this is because they have had a major impact on what we do. I thought we had like 60 something Google reviews. I just looked, it was like 26 Google reviews from nothing. Our Trustpilot in the 2 months we've been with them went from like 60 something reviews to 90. And by the way, they're connecting with Trustpilot. So they're pushing and suggesting our 4- and 5-star reviews go there. We've turned on our Facebook reviews. We had them turned off because we didn't have any control and scared the heck out of us. We've turned that on. These are things we've done over the last 30 days, 60 days since we've been using them, and 30 days since we've started to make changes. If you go to creditsuite.com, you'll see that on not on the homepage, but on almost all other pages, we have the SoTellUs app. You can open it. You can go to our credibility tab at top. You can open SoTellUs. You can see for yourself all the reviews. What I like about them is that Their app shows the 4 and 5-star reviews. Well, there's so many things I like about them, but let me kind of give you some of the highlights. It shows the 4 and 5-star reviews, but there's pictures, there's video. They've made it easy for us to convert these into testimonials and to convert it into referrals. And it's all these different things in one. But what we like is that we've used another review site, which I will not mention by name, but you can see them on our website. We pay 6 times the amount of money, 6 times. And they've made it so difficult to get reviews that in over 2 years of paying them this money, we've got more reviews from SoTellUs in 60 days at a sixth of the price of what we were paying. So we are elated to work with SoTellUs because they've given us what we haven't been able to get from companies that charge considerably more and offer a fraction of the service. The other thing is, look, no matter what you do with reviews, you're going to have crazy nut jobs leave reviews that were never even your client, that are your competitors, that are all these weird scenarios that could really damage you. What we found about SoTellUs is that we can push everybody to SoTellUs to leave reviews. They then take the review and they push it to Google for us. They push it to Facebook. They're doing these other things to spread the reviews for us in these other platforms. So we have one place to push them to get the reviews. They push it everywhere. But the nice part is that when we have one of these crazy nut jobs that is saying something completely not legitimate, not even a customer, they have a legitimate process to go through of disputing the review. And if the review is found to be invalid, they may have no friction at all to review it or to remove it. And so that works really well for us because the other review sites we've tried, the problem is when a nut job leaves a review, they leave it public while they're going through a review process. We have to go and challenge it with the poster of the review. It's insane how difficult they make it to make sure that what's actually out there is actually valid and legitimate. And it's so cool that when somebody's leaving a 4 and 5-star review, only in those scenarios do they suggest that they push the review to Google. It's just brilliant. And so I can tell you that our sales team, our team loves SoTellUs. They love this. And like I said, as a result, I'm not sure, but I feel fairly confident that it's between 60 and 100 reviews that we've been able to gain without pushing it. We don't email our database and ask everybody to leave a review. We rarely do anything to really get the reviews. We leave it on our website. I think we have something in our email sequence that says, happy face, are you happy with our services? Sad face, are you not? Sad face means they get an immediate call and we try to fix whatever the problem they is. And happy face, we push them to leave a review. So we don't do a lot. And so TellUs is just, it's so, I don't know, it's so brilliant in how it works that it's helped us with not a lot of effort to be able to get a lot of reviews. Like I said, literally been able to double the reviews we had from 2.5 years of trying and paying $12,000 to another service to try to get the same results we've got in 60 days with SoTellUs, with an offer they're basically talking to you about for $100 a month. So I just wanted to present this to you guys because, again, it's been very powerful for us. And I told you about the experience starting this webinar where we don't have to be afraid anymore. It's helping us get so many positive reviews in so many places that even if we do have a legitimate negative review, which sometimes happens, and we do not challenge those, we leave them. We want people to get the full picture. We're not affected by that because the way their platform is that we're getting more of the 4 and 5-star reviews because those go from SoTellUs to recommendations to places like Google that then spread it to these other platforms. And we can send our customers to one place and easily control the entire experience of what happens from there. So I want to open this up for questions to make sure everybody's questions are answered today. You don't mind hanging out for just a few more minutes, Troy, in case we have some questions?
No, I'd be happy to do that.
Okay, perfect. And Ron is on here as a guest. It says, good reviews will help your credit score. I don't know what that means, but I like the way he rolls. I like the way he thinks. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and type them into the Q&A. So you got the link, creditsuite.com/STU, which is just short for SoTellUs. These guys were so cool today to build an actual page for me there that gives you feedback and testimonials and explain how it works. You've got the link. You've got to use the promo code setup to waive the $3.99, so there's no setup fee, and then it's only 99 bucks a month. You can cancel anytime. Ron and I talked about the affiliate program first. I said, absolutely not. We've got to use this and try it. I mentioned this to our partners before a month or so ago that we were going to try this and see how it works, and the results are in, and that's why we're all here, guys, because this has just been hugely successful from us. And again, go to creditsuite.com, click on business credit, go on the right-hand side, click SoTellUs, and you'll see all the reviews we've actually got. They're not 4 or 5 stars. They're actual comments from what people say. So what happens is when people come in and go, well, hey, man, I don't really, trust testimonials of these review sites. I said, well, I wouldn't either. But go to our website, click on the SoTellUs app. These people aren't leaving 4 and 5 stars. These people are leaving paragraph comments about what their experience. And then they are including a picture and including a video. And so it gives it so much validity because people know these aren't people just leaving a 5-star and moving on. They're leaving whole paragraphs of their experience, good or bad. It's there. So it's really been very positive for us. And they've got safeguards in place, again, to protect you from the occasional nut job, which will happen to all of us. And Lulanda, man, I didn't pronounce it right. I promise you I'll get your name right at some point. This is great. And then Ralph says, can the customer give a video review without downloading the app?
Yes, so absolutely, and that's one of the best things about our system is when you send them that invite and via text message or email, they're going to click that link and it's going to open the browser on their phone. So they don't download an app; it literally opens the browser on their phone, and we capture the video review right through the browser. So it's seamless for them, and they don't have to. The other thing too is they don't have to set up an account. They don't have to sign up for SoTellUs. We literally use the phone number that we sent the text message to as that verification. So that's the other thing about our system is every review is phone verified. So they're legit. So like Ty said, if someone were to, we're going to give you a negative review and you can dispute it with us, we have a phone number that we can actually call that person up and say like, okay, please show us. And basically what we do is we say, look, you need to show us proof that you use their service. So show me an invoice, a payment, something like that you actually use the service. And if they can't do that, then the review is, down. So it's great because like you can create a million emails, but how many of us have a million phone numbers that we could actually do a verification with? So that's how we prevent all those negative fake reviews because they've actually got to give a real phone number, and go through that process. But yeah, so the only person who downloads that app is the business owner or maybe your team if you want to be using the app to get it person to person right there in front of people. But otherwise, it's just it's done right through the browser of the customer's phone.
And guys, this whole thing is completely customizable. We didn't show the dashboard today, but there's so many things you can control. Do you want them to be suggested to push the reviews to Google? Do you want the reviews to go to your Facebook page? Yes or no? Do you want to plug in other review sites where the reviews are then pushed there or suggested there as well? There's so many different things. And when I got started, I can't remember her name. It was Kaylee or something along that line. Reached out to me immediately and immediately said, let's set up training. And I said, look, I got this. I think I got it. And she said, let me know if you have questions. And I had a couple questions. She immediately got me answers. We've rarely needed their support team. But what I love about them is that when we do, we've reached out to them. We got immediate servicing, immediate help. And we've had no concerns, and any questions we've had were answered quickly. And it's intuitive. I've never seen something that makes it so easy to get reviews, then send the reviews to social media, then recommend that the review go to Google to build Google reviews as well, and then make it easy if you have nut jobs leave fake reviews to be able to dispute those so those never see the light of day, and then get like testimonials, and then get like referrals. It's insane. It's like so many things in one, and we're not even using some of the features yet, like the referral, because we didn't have an offer at the time. We didn't really think of that. We just started testing the testimonial. So I'm still excited about what it can do that we haven't had a chance to do. Ralph says, awesome, super easy. How long is the setup for me? It took about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, but it's because there's so many things you can customize. Like I had to decide what we wanted to do. Do we want them to go to Google? Do we want them to go to Facebook? It's easy. It's just you have a lot of flexibility and options. So I took my time with it, and I took about 10 or 15 minutes to get the entire setup set up, because you link it into your Google account, you link it into Facebook. You link it into Google, and I think I may have had a couple other links as well. But it took me about 10 or 15 minutes to get it completely customized the way that I want. Is that probably accurate, Troy, from what you see on average?
Yeah, so and actually what we do as part of it is we give every single person who signs up what we call a success coach. And you talked about Kaylee who reached out to you. So immediately once you sign up, you're going to have a success coach. They're going to reach out to you. They're going to give you a link to their calendar so they can schedule we call it, it's a 20-minute phone call. Schedule a 20-minute training call. And in that 20 minutes, they will have everything set up for you, everything connected for you. They will have you download the app. They will actually do test reviews so that you can actually use the app and go through the review process, and they'll even teach you, like, here's how to ask for a review. If they say, oh, I don't want to do video, here's how to overcome that objection, what to say. So in that 20 minutes, like, you are trained and ready to start capturing reviews right away. So it's really, really easy. But that call is a great call because they just can open up your eyes to all the options, and they can kind of help you go like, okay, well, we don't need to focus on that or that based on your business, but we really do want to focus on this offer. So they help guide you through it. And then they'll be there for you forever. You can always reach out to your success coach with any questions or any help you need.
And guys, this is what Kaylee did for us. I went to Kaylee, and my question was, hey, look, we have a tough time in the past getting reviews. Like, what's the easiest path to do it? And she gave me 3 tips that we immediately rolled out to our sales team. Our sales team owned them and did them, and it worked like gangbusters. And she was just really impressive. So again, guys, it might be faster than you if you go through the training. I just, I'm just kind of run full speed ahead. So I just kind of jumped in with no training and was able to figure the thing out pretty quickly. But I would go with the training because Kaylee was awesome with all the help that she gave through email. All right, guys, I don't have any other questions coming in. So it's creditsuite.com/STU. Like I've said before, it is extremely rare that I introduce you guys to anybody. But when somebody has something that's game changing to our business, then we really feel compelled to share it with our tribe and the other entrepreneurs out there that deal with the same problems we deal with, where we're able to find solutions, because we look at you and the solutions you guys are finding to problems that we don't yet know how to solve. And I think as a community of entrepreneurs, we all have to work together and share what's working and alert people to what's not. And this is really, really, really amazing. And I can tell you, we've spent a lot of money and tested a lot of review sites. And so far, this is the best and also conveniently the most affordable solution that we've ever experienced. And by the way, they have an awesome affiliate program too. So if you do like it as much as we do, then they'll come on and work with you guys to be able to promote this to your network. And it can be a great affiliate offer for you as well. But that's a conversation with these guys for another day. So another questions, Troy, man, thank you so much. That was powerful. I like how you roll because they got a bunch of education and information. I took notes and added 3 items to my to-do list from that, even if they don't buy. So really, thanks, man. That was awesome.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. I mean, as you can probably tell, I'm super passionate about this, not just because it's my business, but because it's helped me in my business. We've seen it help all of our customers. So I'm super passionate about reviews and social proof, and I appreciate you letting me share it with everybody because I love doing that.
Well, and I appreciate it. And every study I've ever said supports seen supports every single thing you said. And they say the best sites out there now have like 60% of each web page is social proof. It is that powerful that the top brands do the same thing, guys. If you're looking at these top brands, they have 65% of their pages has to deal with social proof. So it's so powerful, and they give you a lot of different ways to use that to your advantage. So, thanks to you guys. Please, special thanks to Ron too for getting me into this, because this has really been amazing for our business. Everybody visit creditsuite.com/STU, promo code setup waives the $3.99, brings it from $1.99 to $99, and just test it out. I mean, look, if it works, it works for you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You can cancel anytime. But if you do what they say to do, this could work, and this really gives you the power above your competition when you start accruing a lot of reviews. So thank you all very much for tuning in. And hey, Troy, again, man, special thanks for coming in.
Hey, you're welcome. Thank you.
All right, everybody, go to creditsuite.com/STU to be able to get started. And don't forget, you've got to use that promo code SETUP. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.